Hi guys, I'm Exactchaos and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. In this episode we are going to finally get the fuel that we are now producing over here. We are going to get that to Harbin to get a little bit of extra growth happening over here. What are we looking for? So we have a bit of room here, so we can actually... Question is, do we do another one? I think we're just gonna maintain what we have over here, and we're just gonna split the line off a little bit over here. So let's start by building ourselves a little bit of a line that kind of heads out in this direction, straight through like that. Okay, so we'll run it off over here. Okay, and what I'm tempted to do is I'm tempted to run it straight across there and join it in like so. But I'm also pretty tempted to give it a little bit of a bridge. And now the question is, can we actually do that? So if we say we're going to go up and over, that doesn't work for us. Go up another one. That's going to give us a bit of a bridge right there, and I'll go with the steel bridge. Let's see, can we... Okay, let's move that back. Let's try it. Like this, making the steel bridge, and exactly like that. Is that about the right angle? Yeah, I think that's going to be the right angle. If I have to mess that up a little bit, I'll do that. So we'll have that train over there. So now what I need to do is I need to get this to go down and onto the ground like that, and then we'll just tie that straight in there. Now what we'll do is we'll run cancel that. That's going to be a bit of a bummer. Okay, now the question is, I think let's quickly pause it, and I'm going to just mess these things up just a tad so that we can tie in that one like so, and run that one over the top and on that side. Okay, and now what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to get something like that to work. I think that's going to be... Oh no, hang on. Okay, shall we... I'm gonna try and run. Okay, maybe what we did here wasn't the right thing to do, because that's now kind of doing a little bit of an angle thing over here. What's happening? I want to get rid of this and get rid of that. Okay, now let's try that one more time. A little bit like that, for instance, and we'll do a second one like this, and then this is gonna do that. Okay, and then we're just gonna redo this little piece. So let's just retry that like so, and like so. So that's gonna be what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's just replace that little signal piece over there. So now these guys can continue on their merry way, so they can keep doing that. On this side, I'll just quickly continue the build of the track. Oh, and we're gonna want to run passenger services here as well. What I'm going to do is tie it in there. Okay, so we'll do that. So you can do both this all the passengers. We'll do that. We've got some road vehicles in poor conditions. Let's quickly do our signal pieces here. Oh, let's get rid of these signals. I just want to get our... I need us to get something that goes in there first. So let's do similar to what we did on the other side. We'll do a little bit of this. Like so. And we'll tie it in. Like that. And then let's get this. Do a little bit of this. Tie it in over there. We'll come in over this way and we will tie it in like that. Perfect. Now let's get our signals sorted out. There's some signals. There's some signals over here. Over there. That should do the trick. Do another signal over there and another signal over here. Do a little something on top of the bridge there. We'll add some signals right there. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. So that's going to work. Okay, so now that means there's almost a bit of an interchange going on over here. But now we can actually run a passenger train to Sapporo from Harb. Instead of necessarily doing a flight path, we can do some passenger trains. Okay, but first things first, we are going to need to get a train that's gonna run us some. That line's not going to work, so we're going to need a way of getting someone onto this line here. So anyway, let's get the line sorted out. So the new line is going to be from Tianjin Halt all the way to Harb, and that's going to be the fuel line. Okay, so that's the fuel line. Okay, it's going to run through there, and now we just need a way. Okay, let's pause it again. I'm going to redo this section that I wanted to redo in the previous one. Let's kind of clear out all of this. Apologies for all the noise. Okay, now if we... Ooh, that's a little high over on that side. So let's see. Let's start it off by running this one in like so, and then that one in over there, and that's going to be a bit of a bummer to try and get that. Okay, that's actually working. Okay, let's try something like that instead. Okay, so that could actually work. The only thing that we're going to need to do is do a little bit of a switch over here so it can cross over to that side. So let's get ourselves a little bit of a switch on the turn. Nice, that's going to work wonders. Okay, so let's get some signaling going. So we'll do a signal there, we'll do a signal here, we'll do a signal kind of over here somewhere, and we'll do a signal right over there, and that should kind of sort things out a little bit. Okay, so now we should be able to run that train. So let's quickly buy one. We're going to run ourselves again, we're going to go with the China Rail. Oh, we've got plenty of cash now. We can replace that other one we had trouble with in the previous episode. So let's give this a nice... go with that color. It's not a nice color, but it's a color. So we'll grab that one, and then we'll start getting some tanks going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 maybe. Something like that. Okay, and we'll just start off with the 1. And you, my friend, are going to run the fuel line. Excellent. So let's see that up and running. Should be coming out of here. Oh, yes, straight away. How's these guys doing? They're making good money? Yeah, not much really. So much so that I'm worried about it. You're on the wrong line. Where are you going? Let's just have a look at this again. So why are you where you're at the moment? Is there another way for you to get where you're wanting to go? I don't think there are. So you're lost. That's basically what we're saying here. You're going to arrive here and you're going to say, oh, I don't have a path. Yep, there you go. That is just plain brilliant. Okay, what I'm going to do now then, I'm going to give you an out by giving you a bit of an option right over there. But I'm going to remove that as soon as we can. Okay, so now you should be able to get out of there. And now I'm going to get rid of those pieces because that's just crazy. The one thing I forgot to put back in was this piece. Not that it's a everyday use piece, but we've got it there now. I thought that switch was going to get it to the right side. Maybe the signal's kind of messed it up a little bit. Anyway, now it is going to run. Doesn't have anything. Oh, it has some stuff there. Okay, so now Harb should be pretty happy with its new fuel production. And this guy should be producing a pretty decent amount now. Fuel line isn't, there's not a lot waiting here for it, but anyway, it should now start producing a fair bit. The next thing I'm tempted on doing is actually using this line to now run a passenger service that can go all the way over here. But I'm also tempted that we make sure that we bypass in the right locations so that it doesn't get stuck behind a lot of stuff. So maybe let's see about getting a little bit of movement out there. That's a pretty tight little turn that it's going to make there. So the question I have is, it's almost more sensible to have it just run to remove that piece and then just kind of run it straight to that side. We've got some new boats, Voltron's tow boats and tanker boats. That's pretty cool. Let's remove that piece and remove that piece. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this side and I'm going to run it in like that. That's going to be great. Okay, there we go. So that's perfect. So this will be this guy running straight through there. And what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and get this guy to just move over to the other one. Just pause the game while I go to the fuel production and I'm going to manage the line. And at Sapporo East, I'm just going to say, please move yourself over to number 2. And then you will go and do your thing. Okay, so now the trains that's going to run through here is going to be pretty good. On the other side of the spectrum, I'm kind of thinking the stop needs to be in the middle. Alternatively, we'll just bypass it on the side like that. Yeah, that could be okay. But then we're not really using the rest of this. Anyway, let's just get the bypass going. So if we bypass it over here, so let's just run it out on the edge like that. Okay, and so what we'll do is we will bypass it out over there. Okay, that should be good. And then we'll just... But unfortunately that... Okay, so let's run it over there and then we'll tie it in at a pretty decent speed at least. Okay, something like that for instance. Okay, that's good. So this side we don't need any action, but on this side we probably need just to stop over here for these guys to give way to the passenger line that's coming through. That side is non-stop. There is then stops going to happen over here. I am tempted to move that entire line over by a little bit. So let's get cracking on moving all of that over. Okay, get me some of this. Should have planned this better. Okay, and then we'll do a little bit of this. Excellent. That is awesome. What we'll do over here is we'll have this bypass running through there. Similarly, we'll do a little bit of rework over there. Just line up a little bit. There we go. There's enough room for that to maneuver to happen. So we'll do a little bit of this, and we'll do a little bit of that. And at the same time, we will run this guy in there, and we will tie it back at a decent speed. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, we'll do that. We'll get our little guy to go over there. So there's a little bit of a stop over there for this guy. It can go in all these directions. Okay, so I think that should do the trick. I just want to make sure we move the fuel production piece to so let's just manage this line. So at Tianjin sidings, I want to make sure to create the stop at number 2. Excellent. So now the other line can run straight through on that side. Actually, it doesn't really matter which one is which one. Anyway, that's okay. We'll just do a bit of that. Okay, now everything can now continue to run. And we can run all the way up here. Let's just see. And we do have some empty slots here. We don't. Hang on, let's see. What's this line? Give me this train. What is that a... What? Come on. This is not the train that I'm after. Where is the train that I'm looking for? This guy. Click it. Oh, it's running a little bit more people. Where is it going? It's going in there, so I can still have that spot over there for the passenger line. So let's get ourselves a bit of a passenger lines going. You're going to go from Sapporo to Hob. Okay, that's going to be a brand new line. It's going to be called Sap Hob. Not sure how popular it's going to be out of the bat, but it is. That's what I'm going to run. Okay, we can't feed it from. We could potentially feed it from there. I just need to give it a little bit of a line piece, and I also think actually it's time for us to do a bit of an upgrade over here. Let's upgrade some of these guys. At least up to there is what we're going to run. And I'm also going to give it a little bit of catenaries over here. Just so that we've got power on the line. Okay, and one more over there. So now all of that entire thing can run an electric locomotive apart from the station. So let's just make sure to get the station upgraded so that it can also run some electric lines. And I also think that we need to upgrade these guys. Nice. So now all of that's been nice and upgraded. How much money was that? Didn't even pick it up. See how much that was. How much are you doing? 29 over here already waiting. Oh, so it should go into upgrade as soon as we can get that going. Excellent. So Hob should be... Oh, I don't know if we're actually doing the distribution quite well. Do we have a truck? We have some trucks running through here, don't we? Yes, we do. So I'll have a bit of a look at that. Oh, look at our headquarters. Man, that is awesome. That is a cool little piece of headquarters right over there. Nice. Okay. I want to get that passenger line up and running. So, passenger line. Oh, we've got the passenger line sorted, haven't we? Wow, we've got two very similar colors running through there. You, my friend. Okay, well, let's just get the sap harb line. So can I ask why you're not running where you should be running? So give me some of this action. Ah, I know why you're not doing that. Let's pause the game for a second while we we don't need to pause the game. All we need to do is just remember to actually get this piece tied in somewhere over there. Okay, a little bit of that. And now if we go back to the line, now it's actually running. Ooh, Douglas DC4. We'll have to see how that's going. So that's through there, no problems. You're going to bypass. You're going to bypass over there. You're going to run straight through there. You're going to share the line over here, and then you're going to share this piece over there. And what we could also do, I think there's enough room. Let's quickly configure this. I'm going to add a little bit more of this over here, as well as a bit of a passenger platform. Okay, sorry about your houses, guys. And okay, that's going to be sufficient. But what I also want to do is just grab this, tie it in right over there. Okay, and then I want to move you, Harbtian line, manage the line please. At Harb, I want you to go to number 1. Excellent, you're going to be able to do that straight away, so we're not going to have any issues there. So are you going to run into that? Nice. Now passengers just have to quickly run across to the other side. Are we filling it up? Pretty much. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, now it's there, ready for action. Now we can actually run it from here. So give me a bit of a train. Okay, let's pause it for a second while we quickly purchase a vehicle. We don't have any electric vehicles yet, so what we'll do is we're going to try and run a pretty quick one. But we'll just do the one. Okay, give us a nice color on this one. Maybe a dark green color. Okay, grab that one. We'll get ourselves the Igorov 22. And we'll grab 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 of them, 5 of them, 4 of them, 80 passengers. Now let's do 5. Let's do 100 passengers and see how it goes. We'll grab that guy. Thank you so much. Get out of there. You, my friend, are going to go on the Sap Harb line. And I believe you should be able to get out to where you want to go. Straight through there. Oh, it's got a nice little red roof there. There we go. Oh, there's immediately a few passengers wanting to get onto it, but nothing much. A couple. That line might get a little bit less crowded now that we're doing a direct line. Train 10 is in very poor condition. I need to replace those other two. Yeah, the money is really rolling in now. What's the speed that you're doing? You should be doing 100, right? Pretty much. 100 over the bridge. Ooh. We have a stop here. Why? Really? Is that a full... Let's just have a quick look. What's going on over here? So you should be okay. All we need to do is maybe just get you a few more signals. Get you a signal over there, and then there's a signal over here. Maybe we'll do another signal, a couple of signals over there. So let's do a little something like that. So hopefully that means you will now be able to continue along your journey. I obviously don't want you to block this guy. So I'm gonna get rid of you as a signal. Okay, are you back up to speed again? Yeah, 95, 96, 97, that's pretty good. 100 through the station, excellent. Now it's a pretty tight little turn over here. Could have almost just joined over there, actually. That might have been so much better. You're just gonna ran it straight out through there. Yeah, actually, that might be a much better way of looking at it. We upgrade this section of line, we can just get it straight through there. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's going to make so much more sense. A couple of passengers paying a lot of money to run that ride. Excellent. So now these guys aren't getting any of their goods. Oh, no, they are getting their tools or their machines, but they're not getting the goods just yet. And goods will be the last thing that we need to produce. Everything else, all the other demands have now been fulfilled. Maybe not completely fulfilled, but we're kind of doing everything that needs to be done. This guy is growing nicely. So we've got a bit of a truck stop over here. Let's quickly see if we look at where the fuel needs to go. Is the fuel within the reach? I can't actually see it. Can we close this down? It seems like all the maybe these sections over here needs a little bit more. Anyway, at the moment we're doing pretty well in delivering everything that needs to be delivered. Nice, good money over here now. How much are you bringing in? Not quite a full load yet. Okay, but you can be unloading some stuff too. We need more trucks on this, I think. Okay, let's quickly get this line upgraded a little bit. What's we got? We've got 18-year-old vehicles on there, and it's only about 4 of them. So let's quickly go and do a bit of a replacement to whatever is latest. Ooh, but this does all kinds of cargo, and I think that's just what we're going to go with. This is 60, this is 60, this is 12, so this is going to be the one that we're going to grab. All cargo on this one. So let's just replace all of them, thank you so much, and what we'll do is we'll say, I'm going to grab 2 of them and we're going to clone them so there's a little bit more vehicles that's going to run that line for us. Nice! How many are you loading now? It's up to 30. That's pretty good. You are going on 53, so that's dropping a little bit. But it's a pretty decent one. You should be able to run through here, no problems whatsoever. Okay, so let's quickly have a look at our new lines and see how they're doing in terms of our balances. So let's go from the top. So Jack Logs is still doing good, and actually that's the one that I quickly wanted to replace the vehicles on. If we can get some better vehicles on that, that'd be pretty good. The Option line is good, Tian Tools. Is there any of the fuel lines that's doing good? Fuel production line is doing a decent job. But the other fuel line is probably not yet making any money. Yes, because it's running empty too much time. And potentially it could be kind of load some food off, but there's nowhere else to send the food to. So that's the issue with it. Got a bit of a smaller map here. Let's quickly go with Jack Logs and we'll manage our vehicles. Let's quickly upgrade these 2 guys. Get a replacement going. I'm going to go with China Railways on that same kind of brownish color there. Okay, and then what are we moving with these guys? Logs, right? So let's get a new stake car in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That should do the trick. Gonna replace those two. That should be a much bigger improvement to what we've got. So this guy should be running on not full at the moment. Come on. Yeah, so it's got room for a little bit more. But it's running much quicker now at least. Because this guy's running empty. Is there something it can bring back? Really not. Unless it's bringing back passengers that's going to pop onto another line. I don't know. But that's pretty much it. I'm wondering whether I should quickly fix this piece here. Instead of tying it in here, I'll just run it over there. And we'll have to double it up. Okay, let's quickly do that as the... okay, no. What we'll do is I'm going to leave that for the next episode. So, guys, there we go. We've added our new fuel service into a hub. The only other piece of cargo that we need to deal with is we need to start moving goods. And goods is going to need us for some plastics and for some steel. Steel, I believe we have some room for. How we're going to get it there is another issue. But then plastics is a new one for us to create. And I'm not too sure where we would go about doing that. Oh, it's over here. We could... we don't have any other refineries, do we? So we'll have to kind of run it through this refinery. We'll see. Maybe this is what we're going to use this little piece for. I think that may in fact be the case. I think that's something that we can run as a line over here. That could work through there. And then we'll need to feed that back over there. And feed it back into the town as well. But that could just be maybe a little bit of a truck route from there. Awesome. Okay, guys, that's going to be the thing that we're going to focus on the next time to try and just improve the Sapporo stuff a little bit over here. And then we're just going to see about how we improve our network a little bit over the course of time. Thank you so much for watching. If you've liked it, hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.